Hello Grumps, I'm outside today, look. It's been a really hot day. Time of filming this, we're actually experiencing a bit of a heat wave in the UK, so my car's a bit hot, so I thought I'd get out. It's a lovely evening, just gone 6 o'clock. I'm taking a walk in the countryside, which is a bit of a risk after my countryside spoilt video. Hopefully I won't see any geese or have any clicking trousers. If none of that makes any sense to you, just have a look for that video. I'll maybe put a link on the end of this one. But I'll probably be knackered at the end of this because I'm not the fittest. But I thought it'd be nice. So what I'm going to talk about today isn't so much actually a grump or a rant. What I want to talk about is something that happened about 15 years ago. Now Derren Brown is someone that I admire greatly. He's done about 10 tours in the UK and across the world over the last 20 years, and I think I've seen pretty much all of them. But this story is about the time I nearly ruined one of his shows and brought it to a standstill. Not one of my finest moments, totally unintentional as well. But there. So yeah, it was about 15 years ago. I'm going to swap hands because it's quite hard work holding the phone with one hand. So I'll probably do that again in a minute. So yeah, back in the day, I don't know, it's about 2008, something like that. I went and watched Derren Brown at our local theatre, and like I say, he's brilliant, but he uses a lot of audience participation. And he throws frisbees out into the crowd and whoever catches it generally goes up on stage and does the next trick or whatever he's doing with them. So I keep looking down just to make sure there's no dog muck. Again, another one from my countryside walk video, but you never know what's down there, do you? So getting back to the show anyway, he threw the frisbee out and I was desperate to get on stage, absolutely desperate. Like I say, I've watched him for years and I just wanted to be part of the show really. So unbelievably the frisbee came near me, so after I left a couple of women flying on the floor and punched a bloke in the nose, I caught it. I didn't really, but it did come to me. For my sins, it came to me, so I was made up. So I caught this frisbee and off I go down the aisle. I'm shown up onto the stage and shake Derren's hand, and he tells me about the trick he's going to do with me. He's got a flip chart behind us that's on the stage, and he says to me, "Have you got your phone?" I go, "Yeah." And he says, "I want you to phone one of your friends." Now that really kicked in then, because I don't have many. But no, I've got some friends, but my best friend at the time was a pub landlord. I'm sure he won't mind me saying, I'm not saying his surname, but his name is Steve. If he ever sees this, he'll probably laugh his head off. So Derren says, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get you to ring Steve, and if he can predict the 6 numbers that I've got on the back of this flip chart, he says, you'll win 20 quid. He says, so he gets his 20 quid out and he shows it to me, and I'm thinking, okay, that sounds good. So I doubt he'll get it, but there you go. Derren's got one way of doing things, hasn't he? So I'm going to swap hands again. This is too much like hard work, this. I'm going to stick in the car. But so out comes my phone. I'm in front of 2,000 people, I know that because he's reminded me. It's the Theatre Royal in Norwich, to be precise. And I phoned Steve, my friend. I wasn't really thinking. I must have been bloody stupid. He, this is the truth, I promise you. He was at work in his pub, because this was in the evening, and he was serving points, as you do, as a landlord. So I've got this all mic'd up and everything, my whole phone call, and I'm meant to say to him, look Steve, here you are, give us some numbers. You're on Derren Brown's show. Anyway, Steve answers, and he goes, "Hello, mate." He's got a very rough sort of Essex accent. So I'm just coming up to a road, so I'm going to turn around. Look, it's lovely countryside. Look, a little cargo behind me. Look, I'm going to go back the other way. It's nice and quiet. So I ring up Steve, and he goes, "Hello." I go, "Yeah, Steve, I'm as you know, I'm at the Derren Brown show," because I had told him. I'm not sure he was listening, but I had told him. And he went, "All right, mate." I said, "I need you to tell me 5 numbers between 1 and 10. You need to give me 5 numbers." "Oh, mate, I'm really busy. I'm serving people at the moment. I'm stood there on the stage, panicking now, because the one friend that I chose to ring happens to be at work, and I should have really known that. And I'm thinking, this is just, how's Derren going to pull this out of the bag if I can't even get some numbers off this guy?" And I swear to God, this is the truth. I said, "Steve, I'm on stage with Derren Brown." "Who's Derren Brown?" He goes, I'm going, "He's that famous magician, illusionist, mind reader." "Oh, mate, I'm really busy." And I just couldn't get these bloody numbers out of him, and I'm cringing. I want the trap door in the stage to open up and swallow me. I'm thinking bloody frisbee. I wish it had gone a little bit further. So anyway, I kept pushing. I said, "Look," I said, "Derren's on here," and Derren actually had to step in and say, "Hi, Derren. Hi, Steve, sorry." He said, "Hi, Steve." He goes, "It's Derren Brown here." I still don't think Steve knew who he was. He just thought it was me putting on a stupid voice or something. Not saying Derren's voice is stupid, but stupid for me anyway. So, yeah, changed my hands again. We got there in the end. Like I say, this isn't so much a grump thing, but it is just typical how things work out for me. So Steve says these 6 numbers, and one by one, Derren writes them on the flip chart. Anyway, thankfully, that's it. That's his part of the trick done. So we're able to put the phone down. So bye, Steve. Yeah, bye. Might never ring you again. So Derren then flips over his other side, and he goes, "Oh, well, we didn't do very well there then, did he? None of the numbers are right." There might have been a few numbers right, but all in the wrong order anyway. So that was it. That was the trick. So he sort of shook my hand, and I'm thinking, that can't be it. I've really ruined this. And I start to walk off stage. I didn't even win my 20 quid. And he calls me back. Just as I get to the steps to come off the stage, he calls me back. So I walk back to the stage, and he says, "Look," he said, "you've been good fun." He said, "I'll give you the £20 anyway." I'm like, "Okay." But it's all part of the trick, you see. So what happens is he gives me the £20 and he opens it up, and on the £20 it says, he says, "He will say this number." And then the last 6 digits of the serial number of the banknote, which are all unique per banknote, as you probably know, are the 6 numbers that Steve read out. Quite incredible, really. I do know how he did it. It took me a few years actually, but I kept the banknote, and I do know how he did it. But it still took some sleight of hand, still took some manufacturing, and it was a really good trick. But I nearly ruined it. If Steve hadn't read some numbers out, I just don't know what we would have done really. But yeah, these numbers were there, and I got to take the £20 away. And yeah, so it didn't stop me going to watch Derren again. I just didn't try and catch any frisbees next time. I think I've seen him about 6 times since, maybe 5, I don't know. Saw him this year actually. Absolutely brilliant. If any of you don't know who he is, just look him up, Derren Brown. I'm sure most of you do. Even in America, he's toured in Broadway, I think, and to loads of plaudits. He's absolutely fantastic. I'm not getting paid by him. I don't know him. Wish I did. But yeah, no, he's just brilliant. So that's my little story. Like I say, a little upbeat one today. Not too much grumpiness, hopefully. I'm out in the, not sunshine, it's a bit overcast now. Like I say, I've had a heat wave, but it's absolutely gorgeous. But I just thought I'd share that with you because it's one of my fondest memories, but also one of my most embarrassing as well. which takes some doing, I have to say, with some of the things I've done in my life. But yeah, so if you like my content, like and subscribe. As you do, keep adding them comments. I'm going to start collating them all. I keep saying it, but I'm going to do it. We're going to start talking about it, and at some point we'll do a live video. It might be some months away. Do a live video and we'll have a little chat live, talk about things that are annoying you. But until then, till my next video, I'll catch you soon, and enjoy the rest of your days. See you later, Grumps. Bye bye.